And the seventh key element of on-page SEO is HTML microdata. Now, this is a little bit complicated for an introduction to SEO type course, but I wanted to touch on it just to emphasize the importance of it. So even if you don't necessarily understand it yourself, so that you can actually question your webmaster, your web designer about it, just to make sure that microdata has been used, if at all possible, on your website. So in 2010, Google announced the support for rich snippets as basically microdata appearing in their search results. So what is it? Well, if you have a look at certain search results, recipes is probably the most popular example. You'll see elements like the rating system, the reviews, the time it takes to cook something, calories in there as well. So lots of little extra elements within the search results. Even the image is counted as rich snippets from microdata. So where does this information come from? Well, what a website designer needs to do if any kind of content supports microdata is ensure that that piece of content is surrounded by microdata. So let me emphasize what I mean by that. So I'm going to a website called schema.org at the moment, and this is a website, an independent website that includes lots of code that you can use to surround certain pieces of content on your website to emphasize to search engines what that content is. So let's show an example or two here. So if I click on schemas, then if I click on, for example, local business, and then if I maybe look for something like address, and what this is giving me now is a piece of code with and without microdata. So this is without markup. This is a normal piece of code that just includes an email address. See, this is the code for email address here. And this is the code for linking to the website there. So it's essentially the address, email address, and the website of this person here called Jane Doe. However, if you look at the code with microdata, it's a bit more complicated, yes, but you can see every piece of the content is written up with additional code surrounding it. So it's telling Google this is a name of someone, this is someone's job title, this is the address locality, region, postal code, telephone number there as well. So all this additional code is giving information to search engines. It's helping search engines decipher what the content is on your page. Now, of course, users browsing your web pages can't see all this code. As far as they're concerned, your page hasn't changed at all. But as far as search engines are concerned, they are much more confident with regards to what the content on your page means and what's it for. And then if they are more confident about what your content's about, then they're more likely to use it in different places, like local searches or maps. So enhance your listings and search results, and that in turn will bring you more traffic. So hopefully that's a good summary there of what microdata is and how it's so good. Now, it's not limited to things like addresses and names. There are just so many different things. So if you look at things like employee, event, fax number, and we can go back to lots of things like reviews, products, offers, places, persons, organizations. So the key thing is here is to employ a decent website designer that understands the importance of microdata and ensures that every piece of content that you produce is marked up as appropriately as well as possible to make it as easy as possible for search engines to understand, and that will certainly help with your SEO.